Prime Minister has a problem. A pipeline to the Pacific is very popular with Canadians. Canadians want to stop the practice of selling Canadian oil at a massive discount to the United States when billions of customers lie just on the other side of the Pacific Ocean. But the Prime Minister has never believed in selling more Canadian energy. He wrote an entire book about leaving Canada's natural resources in the ground, and he cheered on the decision to cancel the Northern Gateway pipeline, and his caucus doesn't support one either. So isn't the real reason why he voted against his own MOU yesterday is he has no intention of actually getting a pipeline built? He just needs to pretend long enough until the next election.
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Natural Resources.
Well, Mr. Speaker, we support a pipeline. We support the whole MOU, which is a careful balancing of the economy, the environment, and it gets us away from the United States as a primary trading partner. And that's great news. It also is a MOU that balances the interests of Indigenous peoples and other jurisdictions. We do not support, and we are happy to vote against, games played by the opposition that make a pipeline less likely that the Leader of the Opposition would do this is ridiculous. It lets Alberta down, but I shouldn't be surprised. Being elected in Battle River does not an Albertan make.
The honourable member for Regina Capel.
Voting against the Prime Minister's own MOU does not a pipeline build, Mr. Speaker. MOU through his own caucus should have been the easy part of the process. This self-declared master negotiator couldn't even do that. Instead, his MOU piles on new conditions and red tape, ties approvals to other projects, hikes the industrial carbon tax, and hands unconstitutional vetoes to other levels of government. It's clear he couldn't even get it through his own caucus. If the Prime Minister couldn't do that, why should Canadians believe he can get a pipeline through all his new hoops and hurdles?
The Honourable Secretary of State for Seniors.
Rachel Notley's new Democrat government, when in partnership with the federal Liberals, we got the first pipeline to Tidewater built in generations. A pipeline that helps pay for schools, hospitals, environmental investments, and supports good union jobs. Now, as a Vancouver Island MP, I support our Prime Minister's vision to build Canada strong with Indigenous peoples, the provinces, and the environment. The Conservatives want to ram things through, never mind Indigenous peoples, never mind the environment. Our thoughtful approach ensures that no Canadian is left behind.